What's up, my bearded bros? This is the Bearded Maniac here, and we're going a little crazy again with NBA predictions for the next 4 days. If you're watching this before, obviously, the 10th, which is today. If you're watching this after, then just to let you know, it was recorded on the 10th, and it was uploaded on the 10th. It will even say down below a day ago, before the games even started. So don't even try to prove me wrong. I'll go maniac on your ass. Now, last week, for the second time so far this year, we went 500. We went 15 and 15, which I'm kind of happy about in the sense because there was a decent amount of upsets, Hawks over Cavs, Spurs getting dominated, or yeah, basically getting dominated by the Rockets at home, shit like that, little shit like that. It just all seemed to be escalating all together, you know what I mean? And on the docket this time we have 28 games. And so far, I've gotten about 56.89% of my games correct so far. So if I'm going to calculate that, I would project I'm going to go 16 and 12, somewhere around there. But I think my ceiling is 20 and 8 and my floor is 11 and 17. So I feel like I'm going to fall somewhere in between there. And anyway, let's get started before this takes too long. I don't want to keep you guys waiting, and I hope you're sticking around because all these picks are going to be fun. It's going to be fun in the sense that they're probably going to be hilariously bad. But you'll notice a trend soon. Anyway, let's get started. The first game up on the docket on the 10th is Pelicans Bucks. And I wanted to go with Pelicans, but Drew Holiday's still not back yet from injury, so I'm going Bucks. The Greek Freak is stepping it up, and so the others around him. It's impressive. Now, the next is Bulls Heat. I'm picking the Bulls, even though they've been slipping lately and lost a few games, and their defense has been giving up late in the game. I think they'll adjust, especially against a Heat team that's not particularly offensive. And then we got the Warriors Nuggets. I don't really need to say much, but I'm impressed when the Nuggets beat the Celtics. So they do have potential. Moutier, Barton, Jokic, Nurkic, not sure how to pronounce his name. They're all stepping up so far this year. It's impressing me quite a bit. So I'm going to pick the Warriors over the Nuggets, but Nuggets at home, it wouldn't surprise me if the Warriors not threw this one away, but were challenged. Should say challenged. Then we got Lakers at Kings, and I'm going to pick Lakers on this one, even though I feel like I should pick Kings. Because I just feel like the Lakers are on a roll right now, and they're a bunch of young guys clicking, and when you have a bunch of young guys clicking, they're sometimes a little too stubborn to stop. And I feel like the Kings are just in trouble. Like they have that aura. I can't safely pick them no matter who they play. If they pick the Sixers, I'd be tempted to pick the Sixers. That's how questionable I feel about them. I can't really explain it other than that. Then the next 5 games we're rooting for the road team, I guess, in the next 5 because we have Pacers at the 76ers. I'm going with Pacers. Maybe Paul George will act more like an adult in this game, and Miles Turner will step it up a little bit, or who knows, maybe Joel Embiid will help the Sixers win. Then we have the Cavs Wizards. I'm picking the Cavs here, even though they lost a close one to the Hawks. Because honestly, John Wall getting ejected 2 games in a row, I think personally he should be facing a suspension soon. Because you shouldn't commit that many flagrant fouls and get ejections without facing a suspension. And it's getting on the cusp of being too much. Because this is becoming part of his character, and it's starting to seem like he's the Vontaze Burfict of the NBA. So I'm picking Cavs because I don't think LeBron James is going to let John Wall get away with anything if he tries it. Then next we got Raptors Hornets. Raptors let me down a couple times so far this year, but I'll still pick them. Mainly because the Hornets, I don't think they utilize their talent as well as they could. I think they could use Kaminsky a lot better, but they don't. And we got the Jazz Magic. Jazz have been one of those what are they teams this year so far. They beat the Spurs at home or whatever. Then they immediately got destroyed by the Spurs. They beat some good teams, but then they lose to some bad teams. So, but I'm picking them to beat the Magic because I feel like if they can beat the Spurs and there's something to them, maybe they can, beat the bad Magic team. Then you have Knicks, Celtics. Horford's still suffering from concussion, so I'm going Knicks here because I don't believe the Celtics have a matchup for Porzingis, or at least not a good matchup for him. And next we got Clippers Thunder. It's a rematch when they were both undefeated at one point, which we know that's far from gone. I know the Clippers have the better record. I think it's a franchise record, 6-1, 7-1, something like that. But I'm going with Thunder here because they hold home court. Then we got Pistons Spurs. Picking Spurs, obviously. Kawhi Leonard still dropping mad 30-point games all over the place. Picking Kawhi basically. And Danny Green, he's gonna be a good defensive presence in this game. Then we got Trailblazers Kings. Obviously, Trailblazers and Damian Lillard are on fire, so I'm not picking against them, especially when it's as aforementioned. I've the Kings bad aura. I cannot pick them in my heart of hearts. There's no way. And oh, okay, we Trailblazers Kings. Then we got Lakers against the winless Pelicans. And there's no way in my right mind I can pick the winless Pelicans until everyone starts to get healthy. I mean, I'm not saying they can't win this because they can win both of these games so far, but I don't think they will. They just need to get healthy and they'll start picking it up. And if they get Buddy Hield involved a little bit more in the offense, they could make possibly him and Anthony Davis a 1-2 punch. But they haven't done that yet, so we'll see. And then up next we have Celtics Pacers. I'm picking the Pacers because, as I said, Al Horford's not back yet. Then we got Raptors Knicks because DeMar DeRozan and Kyle Lowry at home. Jonas Valanciunas at home. I just think they have the slight edge there. Then we have 76ers Hawks. I don't have to explain this with logic. Wizards Bulls. I believe the Bulls don't let home court get away from them right now. I feel like Dwayne Wade pulls off a Fountain of Youth act or whatever it takes to get the win. Then we have Spurs Rockets. The Rockets just a couple of 6-7 hours ago, something like that, just beat the Spurs in San Antonio. So I'm gonna pick the Rockets to come back and beat the Spurs again. James Harden is having a monster season, making his true case for MVP. As far as I'm concerned, only him and Kawhi Leonard right now have a solid case for the MVP. I mean, you could probably say, "Oh, Steph Curry is the best shooter in the league. Oh my God, he set a record for 3-pointers in a game. He's totally MVP." But like 99% of the time, Durant's led them to the win so far this year. And then we have Clippers Timberwolves. Sorry, Karl Anthony Towns, can't pick you. I'm going with Blake Griffin and the Clippers. Then we have Jazz Heat, then Grizzlies Bucks. Both close games with some mediocre teams. I'm going to go home teams here. I'm going to go Heat over the Jazz and Bucks over the Grizzlies. Mainly because, hey, because I can. Then we got Pistons Nuggets. I feel like Drummond is just too much. I'm going Pistons. And then to finish it off, we have Nets Suns. I'm going Nets. I don't know why, but I feel like Brooklyn might be able to do something. Don't know what that shot was right there. And then the last 5 games, it's a home team sweep for me. Because I have the Hornets at Cavs, Magic at Thunder, Lakers at Timberwolves, Suns at Warriors, Nuggets at Trailblazers. I have the Cavs, Thunder, Timberwolves, Warriors, and Trailblazers winning. Mainly because not only are they all home teams, but I feel like all those teams are playoff teams. All 5 of them. The contenders that they're facing, I feel like maybe one of them might be a playoff team, and that's the Hornets. And they're facing the Cavs, who I predict will probably be the number 1 seed. So, obviously I feel like Cavs, too much for the Hornets. Thunder are just going to be way too much for the Magic. Timberwolves are going to overpower the Lakers. Then we have the Warriors at Suns. Could be a trap game, but I don't think it will be. We got Trailblazers Nuggets. That could also be a trap game, but Trailblazers play great at home almost all the time. So I'm going to have to go with them. Anyway, like I said, I'm hoping to go 20-8 this week. Went 15-15 last week. 66-50 overall for 56% win percentage. And if you stuck around through this whole video and just listen to me ramble on, make no legitimate concerns or anything, don't forget to leave a like. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to subscribe. All your support is greatly appreciated, and it helps out a lot. I wanna see my channel grow. I would take some pride in that because I wanna not necessarily just know that I'm doing good work, but I wanna know that I'm either cheer people up or give people something that makes them want to take the time out of their day. That's what's important to me. I wanna, as I keep saying, I wanna make someone smile, or I wanna make someone think. I want to make someone think, or I want to make someone smile. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video, which should be the video that was supposed to be posted last night, but I kinda dozed off, so I couldn't upload that in time. So I'll try to upload it tonight, somewhere around 7 or 8 o'clock. It will be the Overwatch Mystery Heroes Weekly Brawl. I'm getting ready for that 1v1 me bro video that's going to be coming out when that update comes out. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.